Hello and welcome to another episode of me painting again. Oh yes, I've not cleaned my plate. I'm going to use these colours again. They're a bit pre-mixed here and there, but that's okay because they reactivate with a bit of water. See, back again for another go. And which is good because I've got this painting that I want to do, and I can use some of this green to get it started. So there is these old steps that I went up and I was just looking through some of my reference pictures. Put some green going all the way across there. Just random photos that I've taken of places. Just grabbing a bit more of this green. And I found one of these old steps. And there's a dark patch in amongst the steps like there. Just a little bit of the old burnt umber. There's a bit of ultramarine blue in that as well. We'll get some of our darks in. These lines in for the stairs. Yeah, it's amazing place really. Staircase. Old. So old. There's an old path here as well. People that can't or don't fancy the steps. It's not exactly in a place. Oh, that's a bit funny actually. It's more like that. It's not really in a place that you would expect steps though. Interesting. Just not what I expected to see when I walked in there. I'm going to have a nice blue sky, I think, at the top, even though I have to say it wasn't so blue. It's a bit of a rainy day. Typical, that is. The day I get off work and I'm out with my camera thinking, oh yes, see what I'll be able to get for a picture. So just so you know, I'm just getting some blue and white for my blue sky. Throwing in a bit of this cerulean in with it. This is a bit of a dirty plate painting. Bit of the sky at the top there. Yeah, and they had a good walk though. It was a good walk. Yeah, I remember thinking as I was going down these steps, I was like, these shouldn't really be here. Who's walking down these steps? And well, the interest of who walks down these stairs. Get a bit of blue in my colour, just a bit of blue. I just found a very, very intriguing place. Can get myself a bit of warmth at the top of this. I'm just bleeding colours into each other at the moment. It doesn't really matter too much to me at the moment. Do all my rough stuff at the beginning. This is quite dark here. Get some grabbing some blue and red to get this dark area down there. And over this side it's quite dark. It's a different type of dark. It's more of a green dark over here. It's funny, you get different darks, don't you? Well, I tend to see different types of darks anyway. I think sometimes I see like a green dark or a warm dark or a cold dark. Using things like that, warm and cold colours, that's the way to improve your colour mixing, is to think of everything as warm and cold, and then suddenly you start thinking, oh yeah, if I do that a bit colder, it'll give it a cold effect, amazingly. We'll let that dry, but there's going to be some greeny there. Same as this side as well. You can use brush strokes, or maybe you want to just throw in colour like I am, and then put in more brush strokes. Later on you can put more in. See, I find it's a good thing to get as much in as you can quick, and then you can start playing around afterwards. Just putting in some grassy bits. Okay, that's a good start. See, I wasn't going to paint this. I was just setting up, and then I thought, oh, I'd like to use the colours I've got in my on my palette, and then I thought, oh well, I'll just have a look and see what pictures I've got, see if I've got any photos that I can use, or whether I just make something up. I wasn't really sure, and then suddenly this has happened. Quite happy, actually. Quite happy it has. Okay, got a bit of blue. Get a little bit of blue on this path. It's going to get warmer up here. At the bottom, actually, it was just grass. This is what I thought was bizarre. I was like, it's just in the middle of nowhere, and then it becomes like grass. Very, very strange. So, could do with a little bit of light. Got sort of a greeny white. And I'm just going to put a bit of light on some of these I'll just tap it just to get rid of it a little bit. Get rid of my white and just dip my brush in the water and then on my tea towel. Because I want some like dull greens to go in there. Okay, right, let's have a look at this. So we want to think. I'm going to think about the green I'm going to do here. It'll be sort of like this colour. Sort of a greeny blue. And then actually a bit more greeny brown, I think, as well. Greeny brown as well. Yeah. Bit of grass there. So you have to remember that this is a lot of this is just under colour, and then we choose. Get a bit of dark, a bit more dark, I think, in there. It's a little bit too samey. A bit more blue. Yeah, you think about the light afterwards, and then you can start building things up. This is just a way of doing things. There's lots of different ways. Some people, I should say sometimes I paint everything in one go. So I'm using different strokes. Sometimes I'm just going like that. Sometimes I'll use the corner of the brush. Maybe get a little bit more control that way. But I know Constable, one of my heroes, he would do this. Get some paint that's almost drying. All kinds of colours on it like that. And then he'd go to his painting and he'd get all kinds of colours on his painting. Water painter. One of my favourites. Been to see some of his pictures in the National Gallery. Fantastic. My other favourite Turner as well. He's there. Right, we're getting quite good now. Getting quite good, even if I do say so myself. So what I want to do is I'm going to zoom some sunshine in, but I want it to come this way, sort of. It's going to hit some of these sort of areas, maybe it breaking through there, breaking through and getting some of these areas, and then I'll use a yellowy colour, yellowy green, this sort of yellow, warm yellow. With a strong green, primary green, and this warm yellow. Should get a nice green out of that. So we'll pick out a few areas where we can have some light hitting it. So maybe I'm just using the corner, a few leaves getting sparkled up there. Maybe a few more there. Just change the flavour a little bit. A bit more of the yellow. Maybe a few down here as well. A few lighter ones. There's actually some white flowers on some of that. Got a bit of yellow ochre. I didn't really like that. I like it now, it's smudged a bit though. That's the thing, you gotta try stuff out and then check it afterwards. See if you like it, and if you don't, you can get rid of it. So we've got all sorts going on there. Some over here. Some greeny yellow. I want it on here as well. Get that brightness. I might get a little bit of the pure we've got here. Cadmium yellow. So we've just got cadmium yellow and green. I can start going, light that bit up there. And the light goes across here as well. Oh, it's gone across the path. Whoops. Let's just pull that out away. She's using a finger, wet finger. Don't mind it going across the path a bit, but not that much. It goes darker under there, so I'll get rid of that as well. Yellow. Really give it that indication that there's a lot of light hitting there. Warmth. Maybe it's hitting some of these bits as well. So I'm doing different shapes with my brush. Different shapes. Maybe there's a little bit of different wheels and stuff. Using the brush without thought. Trying to just connect with the brush. That sounds a bit mad, but just trying to forget the part of the brain that makes you do things exactly. I'm trying to be a bit more random. Trying to be random. Not sure if it's possible, but I'm trying. So we've got all sorts of shapes and things now down here, which I like. And then what I want is a duller green in places as well. We've got a heck of a lot going on now, haven't we? Some light going bing, bing, bing. And along there as well. And then I might have some light that's going to go ching here. And it's going to hit this bit. Hit the grass that's on there. Or a bit more of that yellow I need. Bit more of that yellow, just to warm it up. I might put a little bit of warmth on the path there as well. Same with that bit there. Something like that. Get some grass going here. Yeah, something like that. Now, what I need to do is get that. There's a dark area of the path, which I really need. So I need just a. All I'm getting is like blue and brown. Such an old pathway. I mean, steps. The steps are so old, they're actually a bit worn and not really as perfect as you would want for walking up steps. So I'm going to do... Where shall I start? Shall I start at the top? Getting a bit bigger as they come down. Something like that. Something like this. There is actually some steps, some really old steps in the woods, and there's the remains of an old house, very small amount of remains, I should say. And I took a picture of the old steps because I thought they looked amazing with the light hitting them. It's just reminded me of that after painting this. I just thought that it looked amazing. So in certain areas, the light on the step is more of a blue from the sky, and where some of them, like that, in the shadows, I suppose it's more like this. There's one there as well, sort of lob-sided a bit. Yeah, just about there, and then a bit more there and there. And then as it gets further down, it's more yellowy grey. So I'm just going to throw some yellow in my colour, see how that looks. Yeah, something like that. That's actually pretty good. I can throw some of these greenery bits over the top of some of this. I hope this gives you an idea of how you can create some paths if you want to do old ones like these. But I mean, I don't know why I keep calling it paths. Stairs. Old steps. Old steps. There's a bit of dark on this side. Sort of like the mud. I quite like the yellow kind of glow up there, so I'm tempted to just leave that now, because that does actually look quite nice. So it's just a matter of picking out this. Bit of light there, and then a bit of light here as well. Down down that part of the path. Just sit back and have a look at that. I think I need... Oops. Gonna grab myself some of this yellow here. Oops, I can't see it. This yellow. Scoop some out of this selection of paint. These are Himi paints that I got off eBay. Quite good actually, to be fair. Value for money anyway. Some green as well. So what I'm thinking is, look at this bright colour now. I'm really going for the brightness. I want this to have a little bit more to it here. And that's as far as I'll go, I think. A bit of light hitting that bit, and then it's probably... I'll just dull it slightly. Probably then it'll hit this. Oops. Gone quite crazy there. And then see if I can brighten up these bits over here, so just to give it a look like the sun's hitting those bits more than the other bits. Yeah, that's quite nice. Yeah, I might do. Up here, I might put somebody right at the top. Sort of imagining someone carrying something. This is what I imagine there. And you get this, there's a bit of a side wind as well. Making her hair blow to one side. Give her a bit more. Actually, blue. No, not a blue. More of a sort of ready blue. She can be. Maybe she's got to that step. And she's carrying something. Some sort of a basket of sorts there. Don't want to go into too much detail, but I would like a little bit of light hitting her side of the face there. Sort of a reddish. sort of a greyish colour, hitting some light here. Yeah, I don't think I need any more. I think that's quite a loosely painted person. And we can sort of get the idea. So yeah, I'm alright with that. The next thing is I could do with a few more detailed sort of bits, leaves and things down here. Just using this brush to put like little effects. And a few leaves here as well. And a few little, I'm not going to say I've nearly finished because then I always spend another half an hour. I'll end up having to make a t-shirt saying, oh, nearly finished this one. Put a few lighter things there. Yeah, I think I'm going to call this now. Now I've said it. I think that's all I need to do. Now I've been quite loose. I've definitely been quite loose with this. I've enjoyed it though. You know, some paintings are really enjoyable to do, and this has been one of them. Just going to put a few like marks on there, like old leaves. An old leaf here and there. Yeah, there we go. I think I'll finish there. Oh no, I'll finish there, he says. Honest. He's finishing there. He just wants to put a few more detail in that there. Bit more blue in there, you see. Right, I think I'm done. Right, I'm finished. Yeah, I'm finished. I've enjoyed this one actually. It's got quite a lot of atmosphere to it. A lot of atmosphere. So I'll see. Thank you very much for watching this episode, and I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it's given you some ideas of what you could do, and I'll see you at another one. Cheers, bye.